Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your weekly reading. This will be for the week of the 12th to the 18th of August. We will dive into it. As you can see, the background's changing a lot. This is actually the house that we're going to be in now, which is great. But there's a lot that I still need to unpack and sort out, of course. So bear with me. These are going to be another quick one this week, but let's just dive in. For my lovely Sagittarians, please, Spirit, let's see what are the main themes for this week that they need to be aware of. What do I need to hear? Ooh. Was it in your last reading where there was just chaos, like everything was falling over, or was that somebody else? Right, I need to go pick that up, bear with me. But the first one that came up is time for a nap. It's reminding me of that like advert. It's the Snickers advert, which I wanted to kind of switch it around. Usually it's like you're not yourself when you're hungry, but I feel like you're not yourself when you've not got enough sleep, Sagittarius. So you need to make sure you're resting, okay? But let me pick up the cards and I'll come back. God. Guys, you're cranky. Or at least the energy is anyway, which is fine. You need to rest. All right. Now, there is some other messages that I get with this, and I will pull another card out for you in this deck. But it is about kind of recognizing that maybe you were in a position where you're able to now relax, okay? Or they're at least guiding you to do that. They're saying you're safe where you are. Relax. We've got your back here. And sometimes I see this as like you've done a lot of hard work. So kind of like give yourself a pat on the back and give yourself a break. That's what I'm seeing it as. Usually this fox, there's another card where the fox is observing how he's going to get to the moon. And in this card, you're at the moon already. So for some of you, it's about saying you've done a good job. Okay. You've passed some sort of test. You've achieved some sort of goal, or you are where you used to want to be, whatever it is. Or you are who you used to want to be, whatever it is. They're saying give yourself a rest. Okay, give yourself a break. All right, let's get another one for you, Sagittarius. Let's see. All right, please, Spirit. Another one without throwing the deck on the floor. You have higher power coming through. So again, this is about Spirit stepping in, saying that you are connecting to a higher power. Be open to it, okay? You could get a lot of downloads, messages, for example. As you can see, there is a little keyhole in the third eye there. So some of you are unlocking psychic abilities this week. Maybe it's in your dreams. They're trying to show you something. It does feel like they're trying to communicate with you, and that's why they're asking you to rest a bit more. Like it's hard to communicate with you if you're just constantly on the go, or if you're constantly thinking even as well. It reminds me of a quote like silence and the soul will speak. Some of you need to recognize if you're feeling a little bit lost, or again overloaded, take a break. I think clarity might come to you when you do take a break here, maybe even in your dreams. But higher power is stepping in this week. Let's see what else. Sagittarius, please, Spirit. Goddess of the moon. That's very interesting here, especially with higher power, because that is both about it being super intuitive. Like it kind of feels like and of course moon is like nighttime, so again resting, relaxing, but it feels like in the nighttime maybe that's where your psychic abilities start to like open up a bit more. Maybe you guys are being called to do a little bit more of like the occult kind of stuff, you know, like maybe you're in tarot, or it's where the veil is lifted in some way. Now, other messages behind the moon, of course, could feel like things are a bit hidden from you at the moment, or there is a lot of hidden information. The higher power is asking you to tap into your intuition, because maybe you are able to see past some sort of illusion or confusion here. Let's carry on. Let's get you one more from this deck. Door to personal healing and happiness. That's an interesting one. I like this. The door is starting to open for you so that you are able to be at peace, to enjoy the environment that you have around you, or at least your inner environment too. The door to personal healing and happiness potentially is coming from dealing with maybe some subconscious stuff, some feelings and emotions, purging them maybe even as well, could be very helpful for you. I almost sense like I want you to relax. Like I'm sensing a lot of like tension in your body, in your mind, in your soul. Like they're wanting you to just ease up a little bit. Like when you ease up, when you surrender specifically, then the door is going to open for you. I wonder how that will come up in the rest of your reading. Let's see. I think you're really worried about something though. At least that's the intuitive message I'm getting here. Let's see. For Sagittarius, please, Spirit, what the messages they need to hear for the week of the 12th to the 18th. Release. I literally just said that. Release and despondence. You have grief here as well. Could be grieving a loss or feeling super upset lately. Right. Release coming through. Surrender. No more blaming others. No more blaming yourself. I feel like with despondence as well, I think action needs to be taken. But of course, rest first. We have that there. Resting first. Despondence comes through, and sometimes there's a card about not being happy about things going on in your life currently, which makes sense, but also not really doing much about it either. So don't get mad at me. That is just a message here. Maybe it's about releasing things that make you angry. You know, if you're wanting to step out of anger and you're wanting to do more with your life, or you want to step into empowerment, then you have to let go of the memories where you felt disempowered, or let go of the people who make you feel that way. It's really about releasing old things. No longer blaming yourself and blaming others. This really feels like starting to put the effort into changing something and not focusing on why things haven't changed. Start focusing on what can you do to create a change, for example. Just like the surrender we were speaking about, I think the doors start to open when you let go of something. This is similar to the goddess of the moon as well. Like I was saying when I was picking up on like tension and sadness and all that kind of stuff, I feel like a lot goes through your head in the nighttime or when you're really feeling lost. And there's a lot of blame going on, even if it's with yourself. And sure, other people probably are to blame. I always say this, people are crab. Some people are crab. Not everyone, but some people definitely are, and that's just who they are. That's what it is. You can't change them. And the more you're trying to hope that they do change, probably is going to cause a lot more disappointment. And, you know, so for some of you out there, release is really about no longer blaming others as much as they probably are to blame, but that's not helping you to move forward. It's not helping that door to open. And if you're wanting happiness and healing, you have to let go of that blame. Okay, you have to move forward from it. Doesn't mean you have to forgive and, you know, be friends with anybody, but it is about getting the ball rolling. Despondence is really like nothing can really grow or evolve without movement. So this is a reminder, okay, when you've rested, now is a time to, instead of focus on what's not changing, what can you change? Again, your focus is important. The questions that you're asking yourself is important this week. All right, let's get some more. Let's get you some animal spirits here. Lion spirit, be generous of spirit. Reconnect with your soul, with your spirit guides, by the way. Be generous of spirit. Another one fell on the floor. You have spider spirit. Make your dreams real. So maybe, I don't know, I'm sensing someone out there could be very angry with the spirit world here. And lion spirit and make your dreams real is kind of a reminder that it's not their doing. They're here waiting for you to make your dreams real, okay? This despondence and this anger, for someone, this is clearly going to be a very specific message. Or a very specific area of your life, maybe even as well. But for whoever it's for, they're saying make your dreams real. Step out of despondence. Let's get the ball rolling. You don't have to do everything all at once. Sometimes when we set a big, overwhelming goal, I'm going to start working out an hour every few days a week. Like an hour is a lot. Why don't we just start with like 10-15 minutes? Just go for a power walk. Start to initiate things. You don't have to be at the end goal already, but start to build, get the ball rolling is really important. Start weaving the web. Okay, the small steps that you take will absolutely, start to roll into something even bigger. You'll start to gain more energy again for things. So for some of you, it's just take the first step. Let's start getting the ball. Let's do something different today than yesterday. And then tomorrow we'll think about it, about what we're going to do next. But take each day as it comes, okay? Don't overwhelm yourself and blame yourself or whatever it is. No. Let's treat ourselves differently. All right, let's see. Sagittarius, please. Acceptance here. I'm learning to accept the things I cannot change. That's where release is involved. And grief as well, coming up for you guys, which we did sense here, and it's on the bottom of the deck too. You could be grieving the loss of somebody, or grief can just be the loss of something that was important to you, okay? The affirmation for this is, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Perspective is so important for you guys this week. It's a constant theme. All right, let's see. Let's have a little look and see. Let's see. One for the overall energy for the week for Sagittarius. Oh, I have my deck upside down. Oh, no, I don't. These are upside down. Justice and a Six of Wands. You're feeling maybe that there is a lack of balance. Things are unfair. Justice could be, again, like unfairness to do with like legal situations, or people are just going against the contract or going against what they agreed upon. Like, it does feel like there could be a lot of that going on in your life. You have the Six of Wands as well in reversed, which feels like you're feeling quite unsuccessful this week. And the High Priestess is like the goddess of the moon. Something about your intuition could be telling you about this, or there are hidden things here. I will clarify that for you. Let's see your energy for the week. Five of Pentacles. God, guys, what are you guys going through this week? This is feeling at a loss. So it's kind of similar to that grief. It's feeling at a lack, at a loss, needing help, needing support, maybe being afraid to be vulnerable and ask for help. Make sure that you do if you need it. Maybe financially things are a little bit of a struggle for you guys at this moment, or you're just feeling really unstable. Oh dear. Right. Let's see. Why is this Justice, Six of Wands in reverse, please? The Five of Wands. Oh, guys, what the hell? Conflict, competition, immaturity, arguments. Six of Pentacles as well. It feels like something is unfair. You know, for example, you could be seeing that somebody is not, again, someone's not giving something to you that maybe you're owed. Six of Pentacles is usually, again, about that fairness. And this is where the conflict is. It feels like someone's giving something to someone who doesn't deserve it and maybe leaving you out, for example. Or someone's giving someone else an opportunity when you really deserve it. This feels unfair. You have the Tower card here as well. Some sort of destruction, separation, falling out of some kind. Someone's attention and energy is going to the wrong thing. It doesn't feel like it's you. It feels like it's something outside of yourself here. And that could be something you're feeling very conflicted about this week. I'm going to ask for some advice, but for you, maybe your advice is to also weigh up how much time and energy you're giving to something if it's not giving back to you, or if it's treating you unfairly, okay? Let's see. This could be a work situation or money situation, whatever it is. What's the advice for Sagittarius in this situation? What can they do? Empress. Know your worth. Knight of Wands. Now this is empowering. Some of you need to call it quits. Ten of Swords. Put this to an end. This is a difficult ending. And again, if it's outside of your control, whether it's a person in your life, I don't know, it just feels very unfair, maybe very one-sided. There's no winning in the situation that's like this, because it's just unbalanced. And maybe whoever this is knows what they're doing. I don't know what this is. They're not showing me people, just immaturity, just an energy. Okay. There's a bias going on here, but this is probably where that release is, and that acceptance as well. You can't change some things. We will go into the rest. So what you're being advised to do, this is your energy, Sagittarius, which I freaking love. And I say that with passion, because the fact that you have this unfairness and injustice going on, and, you know, an imbalance, lack of stability going on in your surroundings, this is your energy. This is your energy. Number one, this is your card. Staying optimistic. I know it's hard. And I know it's hard to sit on the throne as the Empress and, you know, attract and not chase something. Specifically when it comes down to karma and justice, you will get, you know, we will reap what you've sowed. And I like your energy here, because I feel like you are in this beautiful position, as difficult as it may be, to step on that throne and not need to worry about something, knowing that the justice will come to you. Your good karma will come to you. That's scary, especially if it's to do with finances or your work life or just lack of stability. It's very hard to trust in the universe when things are like that. And that's why I was picking up on the fact that there is a lot of blame going on. And I think that somebody out there is a bit angry with spirit, and I get it. And I think they get it too. Spirit can also not change people either, by the way. That's someone else's free will. But in your energy, your advice, step in that beautiful energy of love and peace. Find that inner peace. When you surrender, like I said before, when you release the need to control the situation or have a say in it, of course you can defend yourself where necessary. But again, there is something that potentially might not change even if you were to do that. So place your boundaries. Do what you need to do. Protect yourself, of course. But your own energy, focus on that. The Ace of Cups is a new emotional experience coming away. One of peace, just like that door to personal healing and happiness. This is your advice. Step into this. Go and seek more things that bring you joy. All right, go on an experience of some kind, maybe a vacation, some travel, maybe go and learn something new, go into a new career, maybe even as well, if that's where it is for you, go out, go and do something. The Knight of Wands is about taking action. It could be a messenger coming away as well, actually. Maybe it's a career opportunity as well. But it's coming from the position of you being an Empress, knowing your worth, knowing your value, not stooping to anybody's level, not arguing with anybody when there is immaturity around. When you're in this attractive, loving, compassionate, peaceful energy and surrendering, I feel like that's where opportunities are coming away. Let the tower fall. All right. This is putting an end to a very difficult chapter in your life. God. Right. Let's see. 5 of Pentacles in Sagittarius's energy. 8 of Cups. Yeah, this is you walking away from something that's just not serving you emotionally. This is needing to take action though, okay? No longer being in this lack, no longer feeling at a loss. You're leaving anything behind that's making you feel unworthy or making you feel at a loss, okay? Or financially unstable, whatever it is. Or feeling hurt. All right, you're having a big turnaround in your life here. All right, any advice for Sagittarius this week as well? The Hermit, taking some time out. King of Wands, love that for you. A lot of the fire signs are getting a similar message where it's like getting all your ducks in a row. You have 2 aces now, by the way, so new beginnings are at hand. 2 of Wands and the Ace of Wands looks like you are really thinking about your future. The world is your oyster this week, okay? It's about, instead of thinking about the things you cannot control or change here, which is this big injustice going on in your life, that will come back. You will get justice, okay? But it's probably not in that situation that you're going to find it. It's in the success outside of this that you'll realize, you know what, I'm glad that ended that way that it did. It could have probably been better, but if that didn't happen, then I would never have this success. It would never have pushed me enough to go towards even bigger things, whatever it is. It feels a bit vengeful, but in a good way. This is the best kind of revenge, is success in your world. It's about not focusing on the past. It's focusing on completely new things. This is about expansion. It's about growth. Again, a little bit of a sense of travel coming through or some movement in your life. But ultimately, new passionate beginnings. One of passion, one of peace and emotion. Good feelings. King of Wands and the 2 of Pentacles feels like you are making very big moves here. Juggling things, being quite busy with your creativity. It does feel like it's outside of that situation though, okay? Being able to adapt to a situation. It feels like your brain is being switched on. Your creativities, your passions being switched on. You will adapt to the situation. You're going to find a new beginning. And I think you're going to aim bigger. Okay. And I think they're calling for you to aim bigger as well. And you have the Hermit, which is about being an old soul. Sagittarius, you've been through a lot in your life. You've gained a lot of experience and wisdom here. Use your wisdom in this situation. And also, do not lose hope. All right. Looking at it from a higher perspective will really help you out, because maybe a part of you, your higher self, knows that, okay, this is a crap situation. But when you look at it from a higher perspective, you'll see that this is not the end of you. All right. This is not how the rest of your life is going to be. You'll see that there is a path ahead where there's a lot more success than where you currently are at. So it's about using that as hope, as a inspiration to keep going, shine a light on the path ahead here and to move forward. Okay, so some of you could again benefit from speaking to somebody who is a mentor, a teacher, some kind, who can give some advice. Maybe you are spending some more time in your own space so that you can really analyze things. Regardless, I do see there's a lot of good energy, and they're asking you to focus on that. Surrender this unfair situation. Okay, bring in the energy in your life outside of that of what you want for your future. Okay, because that door will open. Don't stay where you are. All right, it's a good time to move. Okay, angels, I love you guys. Please let me know how this resonates with you. It does feel like it's a very specific message for somebody out there. So let me know how that is. And I will see you guys next time. All right.